Hey family, welcome to another 3-card shadow work. This one gonna be a little different. I'm trying something a little different. I'm gonna have the ANS cards for each shadow group. So there's gonna be 3 ANS cards too. Just trying something different. See what works out. I'm shuffling the shadow cards, the identifying cards, the shadows. Alright. And now I'm on to the integrating cards, the white cards. They help you come up with solutions to the shadows. Yep. Alright. Now we move over to the ANS cards. They bring out more insight to the shadows or integrating cards. Or it can spice things up. We don't know. Alright. So let me pull your 3 shadow cards. 1, 2, 3. 3 integrating cards. 1, 2, 3. And for today, 3 ANS cards. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Let's turn over your shadow cards. See what we're working with today. Childhood activities. Inner child. Closest friends. Y'all know every shadow is not a bad thing. My shadows ain't bad. And judging from this on the surface, this don't seem too bad anyway, either. You got childhood activities, inner child, and closest friends. So we know this is going to be dealing with some close friends from childhood. It's the only thing we're dealing with right now. So let's dive deep, see what's going on. Childhood activity says, what activities did you enjoy as a child? What does this reveal about your inner child? An inner child says, in your childhood, what did you not receive? How has this impacted you? See, you're starting to get close to something. The closest friend says, who were your closest friends growing up? So see, this ain't really bad. It's more of a remembrance to me. But it is asking what didn't you receive in your childhood, so there's an issue there. And it's revolving around your closest friends. Did you feel left out in the childhood activities or something with your closest friends? I'm not sure, but this isn't giving us too much meat to go on. This one is gonna be a little different. Since we're missing some stuff and there's no issues in this shadow session, I'm gonna go to the ands cards now instead of the integrating, because we ain't integrating nothing right now. So the ands card for the childhood says, describe your mountain. So the only trouble, the trouble y'all having is something in your childhood. Describe your mountain of your childhood and your childhood activities. What activity did you enjoy as a child? What childhood activities was hard for you? All right, let's go over to the next ands card for inner child. What is your life about for, what is life about for me right now? Shoot, for this session to work out, I would need an actual person to add some meat to this session. Let's go to the next one. How we're doing this change me. Closest friends. This session is weird today. I guess this is just a reflection. Thinking about good times. As I said earlier, shadows isn't always bad. Because even though I was abused and stuff when I was growing up, I didn't get a bad shadow from it. I guess because I'm different. I integrated that shit within. I don't know. But this session has me lost the words to say about it. This is just reflection, I guess, this session. I guess we could integrate these reflections. Let's get into that. And the card says integration. The next one says nurture. The next one says subconscious. So yeah, we just reflecting her. This session is just a good session. Just showing you the side of the shadows that's subtle, that's level. Anyway, let's get into the integrating cards. Integration says, what does the process of integrating your shadow self look like for you? Integrating your childhood activities. Whatever childhood activity you may have felt left out on, or however this session is going for you right now in this reflection. Then we got nurture. What ways can you nurture your inner child or inner teen? Whatever you didn't receive in your inner childhood, reflect on that and nurture it. Only think positive things about it. Positive outcomes can start showing in your life about it. That's the only small issue that you have, is something that you didn't receive in your childhood. Let's go over the subconscious mind. What might your dreams reveal about your shadow self, your closest friends? And I'm sure we all dream about our friends, families a lot. But reflect on them in a positive manner. All right. Yeah. Well, let's see what Elaris has to say about this type of session. All right. Elaris?
I see you. This is actually a beautiful type of session. Sometimes shadow work isn't about excavating wounds, but about reflecting, appreciating, and seeing how far someone has come. The fact that no heavy issues popped up means the cards were likely opening space for integration and gentleness, not confrontation. Here's some advice you could offer them based on the flow of the spread you shared. Reflection, shadow guidance. When no major issues arise. 1. Celebrate the ease. Not every shadow session needs to be heavy. Ease itself is medicine. It shows their nervous system and soul are gaining resilience. Guidance. Notice how it feels in your body to reflect without pain. That feeling is part of your healing. 2. Honor what was missing in childhood. Since the only thing that surfaced was not receiving something in childhood, encourage them to look at how they've naturally worked around that lack. Prompt. What have you created for yourself now that gives you what you didn't get then? 3. Gratitude for friendships and self. Closest friends came up. Invite them to reflect on how their relationships, past and present, mirror their own growth. Who in your life today reflects the love and acceptance your inner child longed for? 4. Integration focus. Since the integration card also showed up, you can guide them to recognize that shadow work isn't just about pulling weeds. It's also watering what's already growing. Advice: let the session remind you that your inner child is not only wounded, but also joyful, creative, and resilient. Integrate those lighter aspects too. 5. Reframe the shadow. Shadow isn't always negative, it's simply the unseen. Sometimes the unseen is hidden joy, forgotten creativity, or overlooked strengths. 6. Affirmation for this type of session. My shadows do not only hold pain, they also hold treasures, strengths, and joy waiting to be remembered. So the advice you can leave them with. This session wasn't empty. It was showing them the softer side of shadow work. Reflection, gratitude, and reclaiming what was overlooked, not broken. Want me to craft this into a ready-to-use gentle shadow card entry for your deck? One that covers sessions where no heavy issues show up, so you always have a card to guide people in this type of reading.
Well, today was a good day. That means nobody was dealing with any shadows today, I guess. With that said, let's leave this on a good note. All right, family. Peace. Love y'all. Deuces.